Good morning. I'm Dr. Eva Wainio, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, and I'd like to welcome everyone to the Wayne State University School of Medicine White Coat Ceremony. We are so glad that you've joined us for this very special occasion, and we are so proud of our new students, the fantastic class of 2028. First, I'd like to introduce our distinguished Dean, Dr. Weil Sacher. As Dean, he oversees the Office of Medical Education, the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, the recruitment and evaluation of department chairs, and the recruitment and evaluation of School of Medicine-based center directors. Dr. Sacher is a nationally recognized academic pathologist with a track record of independent and collaborative National Institutes of Health funding and with seminal contributions in the field of genitourinary neoplasia and prostate cancer. He has also assumed leadership roles in professional and community-based organizations, including the National Arab American Medical Association and the Arab Community Center for Economic and Social Services. Dr. Sacher indeed has a long history of clinical excellence, community leadership, and an unwavering commitment to our medical school. Please welcome Dean Sacher.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wainio, and good morning. It's my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Wayne State University School of Medicine. It's even more pleasure for me to announce that the School of Medicine is receiving its most diverse class in the history of the School of Medicine. And I may be stating the obvious. All of you belong. All of you are welcome, and we are so proud that you are with us. You have every right, actually, to be proud after all the hard work that brought you here and earned you the privilege of starting the journey of being a doctor. From the moment you started in your journey, you had in mind what every doctor, all of us, younger and not so young, had in mind, which is to dedicate ourselves, our talent, our compassion to patients and individuals. And I say individuals and populations because we have in many communities populations who wouldn't necessarily come to us directly, but we know that there are undercurrent of many life-threatening diseases that go undiagnosed and untreated in many communities, including those surrounding Wayne State University. I am talking about hypertension, kidney disease, cardiovascular, diabetes, and the like, and diagnosed cancer. So it's not only our obligation to be attending to those who come to us, which you will see during your journey of 4 years in the school, that you will be guided, instructed, helped by a faculty body that is second to none, absolutely, and to a group of leadership on this stage and way beyond, that their top priority is you, to make sure that you get the best education and you grow as individuals, your personalities, your interactions with numerous constituencies. First, among each other, but also with your faculty, and later on with your patients, with nurses, with PAs, with a whole cadre of health care professionals that you will be sharing your career with for many, many years to come. You will see that Wayne State University also will support the leader in you, the agent of change in you. The school, the last I'm told by Margaret Chadwell and others, have north of 100 student organizations that you will have the opportunity to learn what they do. Maybe you saw some of their activities online already. But their dedication to the community, to extending compassionate care, to research, and with scholarly contribution across the country and presentations everywhere, to education as the more senior our students become, the tremendous commitment they have to their junior fellows in terms of everything, including, well, be careful of Dr. Sacker and be careful of Dr. Chadwell, etc. That's, I think this year marks also something that I mentioned: Dr. Chadwell, Dr. Baker, Dr. Sarkis, Dr. Eric Ayers. Many of you will associate these names with a revitalized concept that Wayne State had it for many years, but it has a very intentional drive for the class of 2020, where you will develop the camaraderie among yourself with the coaches and the faculty and the senior students. The purpose of these is, again, to keep the connection between our students themselves, their faculty, and everyone else. Wayne State University Medical School have many, many resources to support you during your journey. I would urge you to be familiar with these resources and use them. These are here for you. I am talking about educational support. I am talking about health and wellness support. I'm talking about academic guidance. I'm talking about financial aid and debt management skills. There's a wide spectrum. I can't count all of them. But again, what I'd like to say is please reach out. And for our students who are coming from out of town, either from other states altogether, and we have a good 40% at least this year, or from other state areas in Michigan, close or not so close. Please reach out. Occasionally, for some of us, changing place, coming to a new city, experiencing any sense of isolation is something normal for any. We have all the resources and the commitment to support you. So again, please come to the school and rest assured that we are here for you. And we will work with you always. You will see another thing during your journey, that your input is valued and, as a matter of fact, sought after by everyone from myself to everyone else. We want to hear your experiences, your suggestions, and you can ask your peers. I think they will attest to that. So with that said, I salute every one of you, your families and your friends, without whom probably your journey until this point would have been even more difficult. and welcome you to the Wayne State University School of Medicine. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Sacher. I would now like to introduce Dr. Margit Chadwell, our Senior Associate Dean of Students. As a first-generation physician immigrant with roots in Europe, she is a very grateful and proud lifetime alumni of our school. Dr. Chadwell has enjoyed the full scope of clinical practice in family medicine, from obstetrics to geriatrics, while raising her own family. As chief resident, she discovered her true passion for the learner in medical education and has dedicated her academic career to developing Wayne medical students for over 25 years now. She helped launch the Robert R. Frank student-run free clinic in the most uninsured zip code in Detroit, serves on international medical and public health missions to significantly marginalized communities, and is a regional advisor for the Christian Medical and Dental Association. Dr. Chadwell is a 2023 Amsbacher Scholar of the Michigan Medicine and Ross School of Business Executive Leadership Program in Academic Medicine, and a prior Leonard Tao awardee and member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Chadwell to the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Wainio. What a beautiful Detroit landmark in which to really commemorate this special mile marker for you, for your family, your friends, your mentors that are here with you today, and all those watching online, a warm welcome to you as well. You have landed indeed in a special place to launch your medical education in the heart of the Renaissance city. Our story here began in 1868 when 5 physicians who witnessed the crude medical treatment on Civil War battlefields committed themselves to advancing health education and care in Detroit. And we are still here, 157 years later, carrying on their legacy on a grand scale as the largest single campus medical school in the country. Sure. This city, this building, in fact, this school is steeped in rich history and tradition also, and you are now part of that very tapestry. Last week, you began your own journey to becoming a Wayne-trained physician as an MD candidate, right? Class of 2028. The word white in Latin is candidus, from which comes candidate, originating from Romans pursuing public office wearing white togas. Candor or truth stem from candidus. For the next 4 years, you will sign all of your emails with the notation MD candidate. White is now even part of your very signature. As you begin to evolve from candidate to physician, the white coat you slip on today will quickly become the staple item in your wardrobe. The medical student coat is symbolically short. It's more like a jacket, really. And the final 10 or 12 inches of material will certainly be very pricey. And the family members, the parents in here know this. Untold hours of study for the student and instruction, sleepless nights caring for patients, and roughly $250,000. And that's, I didn't factor in inflation, so you can do the math. But let's briefly inspect your coat. Over the left chest sits a pocket strategically over your heart. When you reach for something in it, I hope you will remember this. Our human connection is at the heart of every doctor-patient relationship. Then there is the buttons, 3 buttons to secure and align the 2 sides of your coat, the fasteners that will bring your scientific knowledge in alignment with your compassionate patient care, or what our patients call bedside manner. Let the top button closest to your ears represent hearing. How often have you heard people say, well, that doctor didn't really listen to me? If we can train ourselves to really listen, your patients will almost tell you the diagnosis. So let's remember to really literally button up and listen. Second, the center button represents the value of humor. While the practice of medicine is a very serious matter, there are moments, many moments actually, that can lighten the burden of both the doctor and the patient. In fact, laughter itself is good medicine, and that's an ancient prescription found in the scriptures. Don't take yourself too seriously, even with that nice, shiny, bright coat. Your patients will appreciate a doctor who is down to earth and real. Symbolically at the very bottom, the 3rd button of humility brings it all together for a really nice fit. This quality does not come easy to our profession, even though lessons in humility abound throughout our training and practice. We can experience the test score that just fell short, a misdiagnosis, or the patient that just won't improve despite our very best efforts. Fully aligned, your two hands should now easily slide into your two side pockets, one hand in the scientific realm, the other in the humanistic. Your hands will always be the primary instruments that you have. Like nothing else, the human touch defines the doctor-patient relationship. Your crisp white coat today is a tangible symbol of the very first step of this extraordinary journey that you've embarked on. Let me encourage you to fully embrace all the demands of this very intensive training. Our beautiful gathering here today is evidence of our collective support as you officially launch your journey with us on the highway to excellence. We will expect the very best from you and promise you the same from our end. I now have the privilege of introducing our Dean of Admissions, Dr. Kevin Sprague. Over the last decade in his role, Dr. Sprague has diligently presided over our entire admissions process. I think he's funneled about, if my math is correct, about 100,000 applications during that time, extended thousands of letters of offer, including yours. Do you remember when you got that letter? I still remember that moment. Mine actually had an actual stamp and came in the mailbox. But that was still just as exciting. And he has granted admission to about nearly, I would say, 3,000 medical students, most now practicing physicians. Dr. Sprague is himself a proud and loyal Wayne State University School of Medicine alumnus. He graduated in 1980 and his wife in 1984. They have both served as members and president for the Wayne State Alumni Board, and both of them received the Distinguished Alumni Award for the School of Medicine. They both served on the Board of Visitors. I don't think that Mrs. Sprague is here right now. I'm not sure, but if she's watching, you're just included here. They have participated in multiple philanthropic activities, including the Executive Fundraising Committee for the Missouri Educational Commons building that you will spend a brunt of your time in over the next 4 years. Dr. Sprague is also a highly regarded and accomplished orthopedic surgeon, practicing his profession while also serving in his key administrative role. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sprague.
Thank you, Dean Chadwell, for your kind recognition and endless commitment to your students and the Wayne State University School of Medicine. Congratulations, class of 2028. Selected from a pool of 9,100 applicants, you have demonstrated the potential to succeed and become influential physician leaders. Your journey is just beginning, and we have full confidence in your abilities. As you don your white coat today, you'll begin to develop your professional identity. Wearing your white coat, you accept a tremendous responsibility to your patients, society, and the medical profession. It is crucial that you always uphold your congeniality, professionalism, and above all, integrity. These are the pillars of your responsibility as a medical profession. Be true to yourself. I wish you all a long, successful, and rewarding career. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Sprague. It is my honor to introduce Dr. Piero Simone, President of the Medical Alumni Association and a distinguished graduate of the class of 1995 from our School of Medicine. Not only is he a board-certified ophthalmologist specializing in advanced cataract and refractory surgery, but he is also the proud father of Madeline Simone, a fourth-year student in our medical program. In 1999, Dr. Simone established the Simone Eye Center, where he still leads as president and medical director. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Simone.
Thank you, Dr. Wainio. On behalf of the Medical Alumni Association, I am delighted to extend a heartfelt welcome to the newest members of the Wayne State University School of Medicine family, the esteemed class of 2028. You have been carefully selected from a very large group of highly qualified applicants. Congratulations on this extraordinary accomplishment. We are all so very proud of each and every one of you. Today marks an exhilarating and momentous occasion for each of you. It is not merely the beginning of your journey toward becoming an extraordinary physician, but it is also the initiation into a lifelong bond with the Medical Alumni Association. Our distinguished network of 26,000 living alumni spans across the nation and the globe, one of the largest in the country. I am honored and privileged to lead one of the most active, engaged medical alumni associations in the United States. Our alumni are deeply committed to finding innovative ways to enrich and enhance your medical education experience. Rest assured, the Medical Alumni Association will stand by your side throughout the next 4 years and the next 40 years after that. We will be here to celebrate with you at the beginning and at the end of your journey through medical school. Between these significant milestones, we will provide financial support to your student organizations and serve as mentors, advisors, coaches, and ardent cheerleaders. Please get involved with our many student organizations, over 100 organizations. Many of them are not even in medical fields. Get involved with our school. We have so many wonderful things to make your experience even better. You have already experienced the generosity of our alumni. Each one of you has been provided with a white coat, courtesy of the Medical Alumni Association and its benevolent donors. As you walk across this stage, you will receive a card bearing the name of your sponsor. When the whirlwind of activity subsides, and it will, it is crucial to take a moment to express your gratitude for your sponsor's generosity and encouragement. And who knows, your sponsor very well may become a mentor in the future for you. As you embark on this thrilling and sometimes overwhelming journey, always remember that you are never alone. We are here to support, guide, and stand by you each and every step of the way. Class of 2028, I extend my best wishes and heartfelt welcome to the Wayne State University School of Medicine family. Study hard, take a deep breath, and have some fun.
Thank you, Dr. Simone. Our next speaker is Dr. Mary Moriali. Dr. Mary Moriali is Professor of Psychiatry, Chief of Psychiatry at Carmanos Cancer Center Institute, Deputy Editor of Academic Psychiatry, Chair of the Professionalism Committee, and Faculty Mentor for the Gold Humanism Honor Society. On a personal note, she's also taught me much of what I know about humanism in clinical practice and in medical education. I cannot think of a more fitting person to further describe the significance of the white coat at this very special ceremony. Dr. Moriali.
As the faculty advisor of the Gold Humanism Honor Society, I want to welcome all of you to the white coat ceremony. The white coat ceremony was developed by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation as a way to welcome new students into the medical profession and to set clear expectations regarding their primary role as physicians by professing an oath. Today, the ceremony emphasizes the importance of compassionate care as well as scientific proficiency. The first white coat ceremony took place in 1993 at Columbia University, and grants from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation made widespread advocacy of this ceremony possible. Currently, a white coat ceremony or similar rite of passage takes place at 97% of AAMC accredited schools of medicine in the US and Canada, as well as osteopathic medical schools and medical schools in over 13 countries. At the ceremony, students are welcomed by their deans and other respected leaders who represent the value system of this school and this meaningful profession. The cloaking with the white coat, which is the symbol of the medical profession, is a hands-on experience that underscores the bonding process. It is personally placed on each student's shoulders by individuals who believe in the student's ability to carry on the noble tradition of doctoring. It is a personally delivered gift of faith, confidence, and compassion. We are here to honor each of you today and to welcome you into this wonderful community. Now, I would like to turn the microphone over to Ms. Zainwar Anderson, class of 2025 and president of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. She will introduce our keynote speaker, Ms. Anderson.
Hello, my name is Zinwar Anderson, fourth-year medical student and president of Arnold P. Gold Humanism Honor Society. The Gold Humanism Honor Society is an organization whose mission is to elevate the values of humanism and professionalism within the field of medicine and recognize those medical students, residents, role model physicians, and other exemplars for demonstrating excellence in clinical care, leadership, compassion, and dedication to service. I am here today not only to wish you all good luck in your medical school journey, but also to present the Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Award. This award is presented to faculty member who demonstrates outstanding compassion in the delivery of care, respect to patients, families, and colleagues, and clinical excellence. This year's winner is Dr. Christopher Steffies. He is our Associate Dean of Clinical Education and a shining example of how physicians can make a difference. He does this not only by providing his patients with compassion, collaborative, and scientifically excellent care, but also by training future physicians to do the same. So without further ado, I present Dr. Steffies, the 2024 Leonard Tao Award in Humanism winner.
Thank you, Zenor, and thank you for the honor of the Leonard Tao Award. And, to my delight, and much to my surprise, an opportunity and obligation to be the keynote speaker for this event. I appreciate the chance to spend a few moments of this occasion to share some thoughts, opinions, a couple of metaphors, and perhaps an obscure movie reference or two. But beware, I am a surgeon. Surgeons love to have an audience because, as you all know, we perform surgery. And where do we perform surgery? In the operating theater. So I may get the hook after a couple of minutes here if I revert back to that. Last week, as I was helping my son move between his residency and fellowship, and I was loading up the U-Haul, I opened a box that was tagged from my garage rather than his new apartment. I found two brand new, one still in the plastic wrap, two brand new long white coats emblazoned with the hospital and university logo. Obviously, only one of them was worn, and only worn once, when they took his official ID picture. "What's with this?" I asked. "Oh, we never wear those, Dad. We just wear the pullovers," he said. He also complained that the program charged him for the coats that he never had a chance to wear. So I was driving the U-Haul to Chicago after that. That made me ponder, where are we with white coats as physicians? Is it that caring for patients without wearing a white coat is a sign of the desired egalitarianism of the patient-physician relationship? Or is it eschewing the responsibility to accept the patient's role? Is a pullover just camouflage? Is it a fashion statement? Is the white coat a despised anachronism of past medical practice and now merely a metaphorical device, only fit to be brought up during occasions like this? Cursed to go the way of the stethoscope as a medical trope of the past? And I also thought, how do you know when that pullover is dirty and you have to wash it? After a long night on call, the white coat usually tells you it needs a wash. So although it is traditional at medical school events like today's that the speakers share some remembrance of their white coat ceremony, this will not happen since there was not a white coat ceremony in 1982. I just went across the street and purchased a white coat from the bookstore. So how did we become professional? What guidance was there? Well, perhaps osmosis and observation, following mentors and role models, reading of exemplary examples of human service and inculcating morals and values culled from the study of history, literature, scripture, and Hollywood. Remember when I was in medical school, there was a movie I know it's the only movie I had a chance to see during medical school, okay? We didn't have a chance to go to see the movies. But I did see this, maybe it was during summer break. It's called The Doctor, starred William Hurt. It was not much of a hit, but I got a lesson from it, a lesson on professionalism. I remember that to this day. But that was it. In such a desert of guidance, Arnold Gold Foundation in 1993 kickstarted the professional and humanistic principles that we need a reminder of, that we really need to be taught, modeled, and reinforced, not only during training, but throughout our careers. It is difficult to delineate all the professional qualities that describe a true professional physician. To paraphrase Justice Potter Stewart, it is difficult to describe a professional physician, but I know one when I see one. A profession defines itself and polices itself. Thus, it is incumbent upon us, the medical profession, to identify those values and characteristics upon which we judge ourselves. This gives us guidance as we mature in the practice of medicine, in medical school and beyond. So at Wayne State, a group of such mentors and role models gathered in recent years to just do this. The results of this Herculean effort was titled the Wayne Warrior M.D. Physicians in Training Principles of Professional Identity, or affectionately as we call them, the 16 C's. That's C, they all start with C, all right? I will give you a list of these right here as you come up to the stage, suitable for taking a magnet and putting on your refrigerator and leaving it there to look at every morning before you come to medical school, or you can frame them. There will be a quiz on this list of 16, all right? Yes, but it'll take place over the next 50 years of your career. You'll hear much about this for the next few years at Wayne because our effort in instilling these qualities in our physicians in training is centered upon this document. You'll be evaluated and given feedback on using these principles in your daily clinical work. It is 4 years of studying the 16 C's and a lifetime practicum. Let me focus on only one of these principles today. We don't have time for all 16. Let's focus on one, committed. That is what we are here for today and what this donning ceremony represents. This is the oath, the declaration of commitment that Dr. Baker will lead you in shortly. This ceremony today is not a graduation. It's not a celebration of your acceptance into medical school. It's certainly not a party of expectations of future riches. That time in medical practice is past. It is an affirmation of the responsibility that you have chosen to take. Civilization historically and society currently grants many privileges to healers, but it asks for everything in return. So a related word, which did not make the list because the 16 C's all have to start with a C, it's an alliteration thing. So a related word is more descriptive, sacrifice. You are and will be sacrificing a lot, mostly time. Maybe just your 20s and 30s in training and starting your practice. You'll be sacrificing leisure pursuits, that bucket list of mountains to climb before 30. You may never be able to run that marathon because you are training for the marathon of medical practice. You'll have to work to be selective in your hobbies, social commitments, online notifications, social media presence. You no longer have the time. Medicine has taken it, and your future patients own it. As new physicians in training, you have crossed the line to join the profession that will ask all from you. You're no longer students. You are now physicians in training, and thus held to the expectations of the profession, beginning with the moment, in a few minutes, that you don that coat. Once you put on that white coat, it's like putting on a leash, a monitor, a control panel. It's like turning your iPhone app to always track me, rather than choosing the option that says track only when using the app. In accepting the role, the responsibility, the yoke, the white coat is a burden, sometimes a very heavy one. This is a huge step. You cannot ask how medicine fits into your current life. Plan how your life will fit into medicine. This is not to say that God, family, and country do not reach importance anymore, but at times, they must allow for patients' needs. I believe that all three of the aforementioned understand this. Sacrifice and commitment will get you out of bed, cancel that dinner date, miss your nephew's kindergarten graduation. It'll also spur your planning efficiency so you fulfill your duty to both your patients and your family. You do not have to sacrifice your health, but it's certainly at risk with the cost and pressure of training, not to mention putting yourself in harm's way of the very diseases you will be treating. History and COVID have illustrated these risks. For the acceptance of the white coat, though, is the acceptance of two jobs, one to take care of others, the other to spend that extra time and effort taking care of yourself. This requires thought, skills, and active management. You will learn this because you cannot take care of patients unless you can be there for them. Some physicians speak against the white coat, positing that this is paternalistic, elitist, or controlling. Others euphemize their own unwillingness to take on the coat by pointing out the purported infectious risks of the coats. Others reference white coat hypertension, other perceived concerns to patient safety. Are doctors just unwilling to shoulder the responsibility that the white coat conveys, leaving that to the physician extenders who still do wear their coats in the hospital? This is a good discussion to have in the resident student lounge on call some night, because there are good arguments to be made on all sides. But while you are a physician in training at Wayne State, you will wear this white coat in all clinical activities, not to signify that you are the low on the totem pole student, but as a learner committed to your future patients, a physician in training. In your future, as your white coat, as it grows longer, may require further reflection, and commitment to the patient may be another point to ponder. When you're in practice, you'll put a white coat that will most likely carry a corporate logo. Some of the coats have many logos and patches, institute appliques, corporate team colors, racing stripes. Some of the lab coats are starting to look like NASCAR jumpsuits. You have a complimentary white coat gifted and laundered weekly by the corporate entity that will employ you, me, and 70% of all physicians. By the time you finish residency, it'll go real fast, don't worry. But by the time you finish, there may be only 3 or 4 corporations that control medical care in this country. Will they be HCA, Tenet, and Kaiser? Google, Apple, and Microsoft? CVS, Walgreens, Amazon? AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and that other one? At that time, look at yourself and remember who you're working for, your corporation or your patient. Are you really acting in the patient's best interest? Or are you just selling extensive procedure that makes a profit? Are you explaining the treatment choices, chances, and consequences to the patient and working with them? Or just selling rust-proofing in their used car? Have you become a patient advocate or a shill for venture capitalists who are only there to use your license to make a buck off of patient insurance or government? Are we just modern snake oil salespeople for pharmaceutical stakeholders? Or are we truly free of business, government, and influencers? In other words, who will own that white coat? Our patients or others? Don't be cynical, like me, but be watchful, courteous, always keep in mind this day, watchful, cautious, and keep in mind this day when you knew who you were working for. Follow the money, know the system, understand the system, be leaders in the system, and keep your principles out in front. And remember the 16 C's and your commitment to the patient. This all sounds very dire. How about the good part? As a physician, you'll have the unique privilege of being altruistic every day, every moment, which will be of great satisfaction. You'll never work a day. You'll love what you're doing. Although we help others for their sake, you may say we also help them for our sake, because this is what we are made to do. People get satisfaction in many ways, but physicians get satisfaction in helping someone. It may be opening the door and leading them to the MRI scan when they're lost in the hospital. It may be restarting their heart. It may be relieving pain, stress, or anxiety. It may be from the ability and trust that patients put in you by allowing you to say a beautiful 5-word sentence. It's going to be all right. You may or may not get thank yous. When they come, they are great. You don't want too many. Builds your ego too much. Most patients are truly thankful, and just that knowledge takes you a long way. So by donning the white coat today, you are committing to a life of sacrifice, trading time for that ultimate privilege of using the gift of your many talents to relieve the suffering of your fellow humans as they make their way through life. You're all born to be doctors. Your life to this point has reflected your desire to want to help others and use your gifts of nature to help the human conditions. You have chosen to put on this white coat. You chose the white coat. On the other hand, thinking about this, here's my movie reference. The white coat knew what you were made of, who you are, your values and commitment, your willingness to give all for the profession, and all for your patients. So, to steal a thought from Mr. Ollivander at the Ollivander's Wand Shop at Diagon Alley, did you choose the coat? Or did the coat choose you? Thank you again for the privilege of the time listening to all these musings. Welcome to the wonderful profession of medicine. We have the ultimate expectations, faith, and confidence in your commitment to carry the burden of the white coat. And may I say, some envy of you starting your young careers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Steffes, for taking the time to be here and for the inspiring remarks. Now, on to the business at hand, what you've all been waiting for, the presentation of of the White Coats. Mr. Jonathan Kraus of Enrollment Management Services will begin reading the student names. Students will come forward to be coded by one of our deans or faculty members, a physician family member or mentor, or a WSU alum. All alumni will be recognized by the year that they graduated from the School of Medicine. After you are coded, Dean Sacher will pass on to you the Declaration of Commitment. Dr. Moriali will provide you with a GHHS and Wayne State University lapel pin in recognition of you joining the Wayne State University School of Medicine family. Wear it with warrior pride. Dr. Simone will offer congratulations on behalf of the Alumni Association and present you with a card indicating who generously sponsored your white coat. Lastly, Dr. Steffes will provide you with the Wayne Warrior M.D. Physicians in Training Principles of Professional Identity. Our first group of students will be coded by Dr. Richard Baker, ophthalmologist and Senior Vice Dean and Vice Dean of Medical Education, and Dr. Sarkis Kayumjian, class of 1998, emergency medicine physician and Director of Career Advising. Let us begin.
All right, here we go. Omar Abdallah. Leah Abdallah, to be coded by an alum from the class of 2024. Moeda Abdelhai. Karen Abdulmalik. David Abdelnur. Omer Abdullah. Zain Abdenor. Isabella Adams, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1988. Marcel Addis Jackson. Marielle Agbem. Nina Ajami. Fateh Amid. Jacob Arias. Musaid Al-Rashidi. Gala Al-Hassin. Hussan Ali. Ahmad Almat. Haytham Al-Qasmi. Mahmoud Al-Sugayer. Noor Al-Tamimi. Abdul Rahman Al-Tatan. Ahmed Al-Zubaidi. Afra Unsari. Nimer Asaf. Maria Awad. Kirelos Ayub. Najib Beg. Aiden Bailey. Wafa Bakit. Kristen Bartow. Mayor Bawa. Dina Bayachu. Jackson Bennett. Catherine Benninghoff. Linda Bechai. Alan Berkovitz. Maria Carla Bermudez Pinheiro. Nathan Bechet. Fatima Bhatti. Abigail Biddix. Kende Bolaji. Kelly Oze Bolu. Tarun Boma. Madge Botani. Alexis Bowles. Amaris Bradley. Janet Brainia. Bryce Brophy. Brandon Brown. Deanna Brown. Michelle Brown. Trevor Buck. Olivia Carlisle. Lillian Sentliver, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1997. Amar Chowdhury. Rachel Chi. Zara Chihab. Jolina Chiangong, to be coded by an alum from the class of 2011. Marie Clancy. Isabella Costa. Cameron Craig. Aniela Creighton. Karen Kreil. Emily Krishan. Annabelle Daly. Alejandro Damian. William Davey. Isaiah Delaney. Ianos Dimitriou. Clara Devoda. Grace Dokes. Gabriel Doree, to be coded by an alum from the class of 2015. Ralph Durgam. David Echeverry. Ali Edie. Fida Elaresh. Hadi El Manini, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1985. El Qasim Il Nagar. El Yusuf El Nagar. Hallie Escher. Julia Escobedo. Marianne Essek. Maya Fajardo. Zachariah Farah. Mohammed Fardous. Sarah Farhat. Abishola Fashikin. To be coded by an alum from the class of 2008. Wyatt Feldman. Mackenzie Fitzgerald. Candace Margaret Jacqueline Fox. To be coded by an alum from the class of 2002. William Frazier. Isabella Garcia. Laura Garcia. Mason Gardner. Connor Genshaw. Noor Ghanem. Carly Ghanem. Zahara Ghosin. Reddy Gishto. Samantha Godinez. Arjun Gonaga Castillo. Cheyenne Gonzalez. Stefan Gonzalez. Anirudh Gopalam. Viam Grover. Jeremiah Guma. To be coded by an alum from the class of 2005. Jack Gerwin.
Our second group of students will be coded by Dr. Margit Chadwell, class of 1994, family medicine physician and senior associate dean of students and undergraduate medical education initiatives, and Dr. Kevin Sprague, class of 1980, surgeon and associate dean of admissions. Catherine Hahn, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1991. Marta Hyreek. Brenna Hairston. Jonathan Hakeem. Eleanor Harrison. Logan Harrison, to be coded by an alum from the class of 2003. Haley Hartman. Yusuf Hashim. Christian Hausner. Isabel Havis. Elizabeth Hines. Gabrielle Henry. Theodore Hirschfield. Amber Houle. Sydney Houston. Mohammed Idris. Isabella Imrovich. Noma Amudia. Trenton Inus. Justin Eichwell. Trisha Jane. Corinne Jarvis. Mukund Jaraju. Petra Johnson. Holly Faith Jonasaint. Kate Jungnaronson. Madison Jordan. Natalia Joeda. Adam Kabani. Mariama Jellica Kabor. Mujiba Kamal Muili. Dea Kanani. Ashwin Kandakori. Anthony Kavanaugh. Diana Kernan, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1993. Daeho Kim. Noah Koss. Clayton Cram. Noah Krapostman. Erica Kruzeski. Maxine Kugelmass. Sanjana Kumar. Chelsea Kumi. Joseph Canopoli. Jose Labrador Pino. Neil Lachwani. Susan Legrand. Christine Larrea. Hazik Latif Jungda. Morzuk Lawal. Sabrin Lideline. Marilyn Lee. Chung Ling Lu. Griffin Lotz. Sospita Machani. Biola Makinde Odushola. Matthew Manson. Riley Marchin. Tracy Markray II, to be coded by an alum from the class of 2002. Elijah Marquez. Alexa Maruszewski. Kevin Marzoff. Joshua Matthews. Christopher Maddie, to be coded by an alum from the class of 2010. Tachi Mbagwu. Ariana McClellan. Connor McGinnis, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1994. Tiernan McGowan. Jake Magoo. James McKnight. Irva Majin. Matthew Mello. Matthew Mellor. Pooja Menon. William Merchant. Murray Mary. Audrey Miller. Candace Miller. Emmett Miller. Isaac Miller. Julia Miller. Daniel Molnar. Carly Monahan. Ethan Montoya. James Moss II. To be coded by an alum from the class of 1991. Aeda Mozoon. Andreas Mosny. Shrikar Munukutla. Muiz Kokri. Martin Morad. Ryan Murphy. Ali Mustafa. Eric Milfrey. Takwa Nas. Carolyn Nagengust. Pranav Srijith Nair. Karen Nekla. Ali. If you could please hold your applause so that we can have everybody's name announced. Thank you very much. Ali Nasser. Michael Nicolcia. Jacob Nielsen. Jennifer Nadozi. Ododrim Wosu. Ionitemi Odukoya. Ikenna Odocha. Alexander Orr. Morshud Oshinusi. Alowa Tomilola Oyashiji.
Shirley Ann Pagan Figueroa. Vasanth Palanisamy. Ryan Palazzolo. Caitlin Paluch. Preston Parana. Carlton Parker Jr. Nikhil Patel. Preet Patel. To be coded by an alum from the class of 2012. Jacob Pulowski. Miles Perry. Rita Pesena. Jared Poliski. Tara Ramani. Hariharan Ramakrishnan. Noah Ramirez. Safa Razvi. Juan Rios. Christina Rizzo. Noah Rollison. Sydney Rosenfeld. Gerardo Rubio Monroy. Mehmood Saad. To be coded by alums from the class of 2007 and 2011. Jacob Sines. Momoka Emma Saito. Yusra Sanaa. Danielle Santoyo. David Sarakonda. Faith Scott. Kiana Seckler. Ria Segal. Alexander Seidel. Francesca Setanieri. Myron Shaba. Shihabadin Shalabi. Lena Shalabi. Harvey Sharma. Kamakshi Sharma. Keshav Sharma. Sharon Shaw. Usman Siddiqui. Tanya Ashley Simbafo. Supreet Singh. Connor Slotnick. Asa Smith Villegas. Sana Samin. Mia Such, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1996. Joshua Spence. Ambrielle Stoltz-Bango. Nivalinda Strong. Oh, I skipped. That was Bruna Storch dos Santos. I apologize. Now Nivalinda Strong. Omalola Suleiman. Keenan Suleiman. Jack Summers. Benjamin Sun. Shruti Sunil Kumar. Ami Suresh. Chloe Sutlick. Yegana Tabatabai Alavi. Aiden Tang. Victor Tawanzi. Zachary Taylor. Joshua Tesso. Love Tucker. Alexandra Thomas. Lara Thomas. Shane Tinsley. Tina Tripathi. Kyle Sitsui. Lila Tudrick. Anthony Tundo. Charlotte Turner. Christian Turner. Sophie Turner. Richard Tuttle. Henry Ubaidi. Emmy Ueda Martinez. Jenna Yules. Marcelia Untono. Elise Vanderwood. Rafaela Varela. Numrata Vedar Garba. Maria Fabiola Bialba. Lauren Wade. James Wairagu. Brooke Walden. Alyssa Ward. Emily Weber. Alice Warinsky. Rakayla Willard. David Williams. Danae Williams, to be coded by an alum from the class of 1989. Ebony Williams. Koa Williams. Yes. Okay. Ebony Williams. Katerina Walt. Selena Wu. George Yalamanchili. Aaron Yang. Emily Yao. Amanda York. To be coded by an alum from the class of 1991. Lucy Yu. Safia Hania Yusuf. Sami Zaidi. Abdul Nasser Zamzami. Xiaohan Zan. Catherine Zhang. Christina Jung.
Let's applaud the class of 2028 physicians in training. Now to a solemn part of the ceremony. I would like to introduce our Senior Vice Dean of Undergraduate Medical Education, Dr. Richard Baker. Dr. Baker is a medical graduate of Harvard Medical School and MIT. He trained as an ophthalmologist and has served in many executive leadership positions, including as provost and dean of the Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science, and as associate dean for the UCLA David Geffen School of Medicine. Dr. Baker oversees the education of our medical students and has dedicated the last several years to restructuring the school's medical curriculum to provide an education that produces community leaders as well as outstanding physicians. Dr. Baker will administer the Declaration of Commitment. Dr. Baker.
Okay, we're almost there. Almost. How do those white coats feel? Yeah, okay, all right. They're still figuring it out. That's okay. So I want to start by saying medicine is a profession. Medicine is a profession with unprecedented rights and privileges. And arguably, because we often deal with life and death, those rights and privileges extend beyond any of our fellow professions. As a profession, we have our own unique values and we have our own unique commitment that goes along with that. What we're about to say today, which you will recite, hopefully you can recite after me about this commitment. This is not just part of a ritual. This is not a ritual. This is really that first step to the commitment. So again, I will read this and take this to heart. Declaration of Commitment. I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. Do they come back? Do you tell me that too? No? No, are we going to say this? They can repeat it. Yes, you can. I think. First assignment done. Okay. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will develop my skills with conscience and dignity. The health of my patients and myself will be my first considerations. I will respect those things that are confided in me. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be my comrades. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race, party politics, sexual orientation, or social standings to intervene between my duty, my peers, and my patients. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life, and I will not use any medical knowledge contrary to law. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. So normally now, what it says here, I should have said, please be seated, but you guys are already seated. Now, so we're ahead of the game. What I would ask, though, and I'm going to defer to Dr. Chadwell here. There was a request about a picture for all students, and I don't know whether or not that fits into this part of the program or not. So thank you. So you have to stand for that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Baker, and that's correct. So we're going to have you rise, and Matt Guerin is going to take your photo in your white coats. Okay, in closing, almost there. Just a few care instructions for your white coat. It won't always be this white, and it will need, like Dr. Steffes said, some occasional laundering to stay looking really nice. When you get into the hospitals, they'll do that for you. You'll drop it off real dirty, and it'll come back super crisp and clean and nice and all that. But just that as you will need to find a way to keep your dedication and your idealism that you have today. What a privilege it is to touch lives in this yet noble profession and to serve as true instruments of healing, which actually comes from above. You have committed to an extraordinary calling, and we couldn't be more proud to navigate Wayne's Highway to Excellence with you. To our guests, you will carry the impressions of this day with you throughout your lives, and we look forward to several very significant milestones that we hope you will share with us as we celebrate your new position in training. To my staff, a heartfelt thank you for your dedication and your efforts in preparing this really memorable day behind the scenes. This has been going on for weeks for you guys to welcome you here. It's been going on for the orientation, and so we're really, really dedicated to you. We're here to serve you. That's our motto. And so my staff, I just thank you. Wherever you're all around, you're the very best. To the students, one small but important assignment as you leave, and that is a reminder to please be sure to thank your alumni for the nice coat that they sponsored for you. That's super important. One day you'll be the alumni, and you'll love to get that little card in the mail or on an email. This concludes today's program. It was a pleasure, a true pleasure having all of you here with us today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and God bless you, class of 2028.